No! Sorry, everyone. I'm back. Oh, baby, I'm back. Is the combat fun in Limbus? That's a very loaded question. With a extremely difficult answer. To me, the combat in Limbus is good because of the way that I am playing it. If I was playing with stronger units, I don't think I would enjoy the combat in Limbus. Objectively, is the combat in Limbus good? It's hard. Is the combat in Limbus good? It's definitely not the best thing in the world. But it does the job, and to some people, it's very, very good. Like, some people really, really enjoy it. I think most people will find it to be forgettable. But, like, not offensive. The main focus of this game for most people, from what I have gathered and what I understand, is being able to play through the story, and then for some people it is being able to make your teams work and getting like the team building aspect, getting everything to come together and seeing, you know, big numbers and whatnot. It's difficult. It's complicated. Never seen another game with similar combat. It's kind of card-based combat where the combat is fixed. The cards are fixed to the unit. I've seen games that are somewhat similar, but nothing that's exactly the same. Right, let me get the BRB off the screen. I also did make sure that my category was changed. Great job, me. I'm going to rewatch this quickly. I remember that we had because it's been a little while since we played the story in this. I remember that we are in the hierarch. What are they called? Nominations. The hierarch challenges. I can't remember what they're called. It's a competition. It's almost like a tournament where we had to bring forth kind of the meaning of eternal life as a show. We used Dante as our Honglu's offering of this to show, you know, that he killed himself on the spot and then was revived by Dante, and that seemed to impress. We were also introduced to the Heisho pack and how scary they are, because they were like, you've killed our cousin, our son, our brother. We are going to kill you with the Heisho pack. And now we've like retired for the evening after passing through the first round, and we are chilling out, but we're probably like under attack. We're probably going to be under attack from the other competitors who've made it through. That is what I remember. So I apologise for my terrible terminology. Jiren bowed wordlessly in that same detached coldness we sensed earlier. By the BRB, yep, thank you. Regular main story is fun, assuming they don't get nerfed. Yeah, for some people say that the pre-nerf content is very good, even for like very built teams, but I haven't been able to experience it. She did not seem at all excited about her massive success today. Nor did she appear to be concerned about him.
서신 하나가 도착했습니다. 너무도 확연하게 봉투에 인장이 뜯겨 있다고 생각하지 않나요? 전달하는 것까지가 저의 일일 뿐. 온전한 형태로 지켜야 한다는 건 제 소임이 아닙니다. 동무 씨, 이분 당신의 시종 맞나요?
MD Extreme is fun. It sounds like they want to make content which is for those like that subset of players that just really wants to find a challenge in the game, so, which is good. Like, I'm glad that they are catering to everyone. Because there are people out there like yourself, Bellic, who do just want to play more. Like, they just want to play as much Limbus as they can, and they want to get as strong as they can and push as hard as they can with, you know, the comps that they have tailored together. And it's great that they're catering to that.
가령이랑 비석치기를 하기로 했었는데 왜 계속 보이지 않아? 아, 그게 말이죠. 그러니까요, 도련님.
Couple of bosses nerfed. While some of them mostly revolved around making a long fight less tedious, think Doctrinaire. The other one got so nerfed it's pitiful. We'll see how much I struggle with it.
나랑 스빈이랑 열이라는 숫자까지 배웠지.
Bimbo Company. I've never heard that one before.
그러면 100밤까지만 자고 나면 돌아오실 거예요. 100이라는 건 10밤 보내는 걸 10번 반복하면 되는 거랍니다. 와, 그렇구나. 스빈은 엄청 똑똑하네. 자라나면 다 자연스럽게 배우는 것이니까요. 스빈.
Yeah, so this is where his brother? Yeah, his brother was killed, right? And he was brought to her to be healed, or not necessarily to her. She has knowledge of what happened. And she told him to sleep 10 times and come back, and then told him to sleep 100 times and come back. It's coming back to me now. And inevitably he doesn't return.
100밤까지만 자고 나면 다시 돌아온다고 했어. 100밤 가지고서는 택도 없어요. 두련 1000밤은 지나야 할 거려. 그 꼴을 당했는데. 그렇구나. 스비는 역시 언제나 똑똑하네. 가령 도련님은 수년이 지났지만 여전히 몸이 썩어 들어가고 있대요. 도련님. 지금은 몸의 절반이 넘는 부위를 쓸 수 없대요. 저번에 내가 시킨 대로 환약을 주었는데도 그러니? 도련님이 주신 환약은 아무짝에도 쓸모가 없었대요.
So harsh. I was told to relay that your boluses were useless.
뇌까지 같이 썩은 거라 원래대로 회복될 일은 거의 없다고 다른 식솔들이 말하는 걸 들었거든요.
Could he touch the poison tree? Yeah. June's a lot less smiley now too. Yeah, indeed.
몸이 전혀 제 기능을 하지 못하는 거예요. 죽는 게 나을 정도죠. 그러니까 이제 헛된 기대는 하지 마세요. 스비는 언제나 똑똑하네.
He just says the same line again.
관리자님, 그럼 편지를 읽겠습니다.
So I think this is a letter saying that we are in danger, essentially. Which I think between our 13 collective heads, we probably could have figured out. Maybe. As I stood there pondering, Otis walked up to the front with the letter in hand.
소드 과장이로군.
여러분, 1차 대전을 합격했다는 소식은 들었어요. 사실은 그 전부터 미리 쓴 편지랍니다. 합격하지 못했으면 이 편지를 받지도 못했을 테니까요.
뭐야?
축하 행사는 접어두죠. 본 게임은 2차 대전부터니까요. 다른 후보들은 이미 2차 대전에 대한 정보를 암암리에 공유하며 작전을 구상하고 있을 게 분명한데 당신들은 어디에도 끼지 못한 채 고립되어 있다가 숙소로 돌아와 제 편지를 읽고 있겠죠.
How dare you assume that of us?
어디서 지켜보고 있는 거야?
그래도 안심하세요. 2차전은 여러분의 한해 작전이랄 게 필요 없는 난전이자 연전이니까 항상 하던 대로 싸움만 하면 된답니다.
That's what we are good at.
당신들이 가장 자신 있는 특기 분야죠?
아니.
더 자세하게 말하고 싶어도 이 편지는 분명 다른 후보가 속한 세가나 일파가 먼저 뜯어보았을 거예요.
Yep.
여러분은 지금까지의 감과 패기로 원하는 걸 얻어내야 하는 겁니다. 다시 한번
And
말하지만
bullheaded stupidity.
2등을 하여 황금가지를 얻는다라는 맥락인 것 같다.
Come in second place and obtain the golden vow.
그럼 물러가도록 하죠. 아, 마지막으로 편지를 허락 없이 읽은 자들에게는 대대손손 저주가 내릴 것이고 가는 곳마다 불운이 생기며 하는 일마다 망하여.
Such a deranged smile on her. Hi! Hey Seraph! How's it going? Shameless curs who have rested their eyes upon the contents of this letter without authorization shall be struck down with a curse of misfortune that lasts generations upon generations. Ne'er shall they ever be successful in any endeavour, regardless of nature. The bottom part of the letter's been torn off, huh?
무시무시한 끝맺음이네요.
뭐 2차 심사에 대해 더 아는 사람 없나?
Just a little casual hex.
자세한 규칙은 현장에서 직접 들어보는 편이 제일 정확할 듯하군요. 듣는 귀와 보는 눈은 어디에든 숨어 있을 듯하니.
관리자님, 문 앞에서 인기척이 느껴집니다.
말이 끝나자마자 기습이냐?
그건 아닐 거예요. 젠장, 다들 무기를 들고 전투 태세.
It's alright. Chill out. It's only Ji-Chun. She's chill, kinda. Despite our rush, the person by the door was none other than Ji-Chun. She wore an expression that we had grown quite familiar with by now, an interesting combination of annoyance and disappointment.
혹시나 싶었는데 역시나네. 이렇게 덥석 문 열어주는 꼴을 보아.
Look, you fucked it up. You're gonna spam the chat, at least don't fuck it up. Crikey.
근데 저희 서로 말 안 하기로 했던 거 아니었?
우리가 좀 조심성이 없긴 했지.
하지만 저희를 죽이러 올 암살자분들 중에서 노크를 할까 말까 망설이고 있을 만큼 친절한 분은 없을 것 같았거든요.
아까 가주대전에서 가모랑 원춘 언니 앞에서 일부러 죽는 모습을 내보였지. 그리고 다시 살아났던 거고. 그렇게까지 하는 이유가 뭐야? 오빠는 왜 갑자기 가주가 되려는 거야 대체?
It was okay. It was only Rhea did it. He didn't even feel anything.
지금도 누구보다 가주 따위엔 관심 없는 듯한 얼굴을 하고
What's another
있으면서
death at this point?
정말 저들이 시켰다는 게 다인 거야?
시춘, 만약에 진짜 만약에 우리의 목표가 1등이 아닐 수도 있지 않을까?
그걸 누가 믿어?
그렇지. 나라도 안 믿겠다.
아무튼 포섭이나 협상을 하러 온 건 아니야. 그건
She's here to tell us that
이제 오빠랑 죽어.
other people are gonna fucking try to murder us.
밤이 찾아올 거니까. 달빛도 제대로 들지 않을 만큼 어두웠잖아. 오빠 방은.
곧 초대받지 않은 객들이 급습할 거다. 라는 뜻인가?
이 상황에서 제일 눈엣 가시가 된 오빠를 가만 내버려 둘 리가 없지.
But didn't they warn us earlier that round 2 candidates are prohibited from hurting each other? Yeah, like, personally.
서로를 직접적으로 죽이는 것만 피하라는 뜻이었나?
맞아. 우회적인 경로를 통해서는 어떤 식으로든 상관없다는 거지. 그러니 오빠의 시종들도 믿지 마.
직접 여기로 와줘서 고마워, 시춘.
내일은 정말로 적으로 만나는 거야.
Excuse me.
이제 와서 바뀌는 것도 없을 테지만 내일이면.
Ji-Chun stumbled over her words, trailed off, and turned around and left as though she swallowed what she wanted to say.
사실 아가씨께서 여기로 발걸음한다고
I like
하셔서
Ji-Chun.
3번을 말렸습니다.
I think they really nailed the she's hurt. Like she wants to help Honglu, and she cares a huge amount by Honglu, but she feels hurt. And she's been embittered by everything that she's gone through, but she's still, at the depth of it, she still cares a lot about her brother.
저의 위치에서 3번이나
Not her brother.
가당치 않은 일이긴 합니다만.
Her friend, I guess, almost. Her trusted one.
그만큼 아가씨께서는 쉽지 않은 선택을 하셨다는 걸 알아주십시오.
실례인 질문일 수도 있지만 그쪽 상황은 좀 괜찮으신가요?
최선을 다해낼 생각입니다. 부디 마주칠 일이 없길 진심으로 바라겠습니다.
동감이요. 저들과는 서로 해를 가할 일은 없게 되길 바라고 싶구려.
뭐 그게 생각만큼 마음대로 되겠냐?
But Heathcliff sounded just as uneasy. Okay, we're caught up again. That actually helped. I'm really glad that I watched that again. It's hard to remember all the little details, and it was it was over a week ago, right? That we last properly pushed the story. We don't really know anything about this other than that slashing is effective on them. So we just deploy our clashes, I guess. Our usual suspects. Why is Dawn in? Should be Sinclair, right? Have I done this for a purpose? I can't remember. I don't think so. I don't think it was for ego management, not with just our clashes. Holy's fixed! No way! No way!
와, 기대되네요. 와, 기대되네.
즉시 출격하겠습니다. 예술을
저를요?
네, 문제 없어요. 네,
와,
즉시 예술을 보여주지.
몸이 찌뿌둥하던 참.
네, 원하시.
따라가겠어요.
앞장서시오.
내가 따라갈 준비는 끝냈습니다.
I remember how to play this game. Quit Limbus for a week. I still logged in every day and did my dailies. I still did my mirror dungeon. Moon, once it waxes, it wanes. These guys sound like a good laugh. I'm sure they're just here to sing for us.
때가 되었네요.
오감을 곤두세워라. 어이, 이 건물에 침입자가 올 수 있는 경로는
I love Limbus Company. I really do. I think the game is awesome.
일단 상대 쪽에서
His monster memories got in the way for a week.
어디든 가능한 모양이더라고요.
Here's my proof that I come back to games. I don't just drop them.
한 번은 침대 밑에서부터
For anyone who was wondering. There'll be a lot of Limbus this week. Tomorrow will be mostly Limbus. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we will be pushing Canto 8 as much as possible. Now we may be stuck on bosses for most of that, I don't know, but we will do our best. Rishi, who was leisurely putting her cigarette as puffing her cigarette as the sinners were looking around in full alert, suddenly pointed up.
천장 무언가 내려앉는 인기척이 느껴졌다.
아, 천장에 내려앉은 거면
Does this woman smoke in her sleep?
이미 이 방 밖에도 몇 명 더 포진되어 있겠네요.
Hongley spoke casually, as though he was expecting to have them join us for tea or something.
Yeah, 감이 좋은데.
Ooh. Sinners all whipped around and swung their weapons toward the voice, but the assassin dodged back with ease and chugged from a gourd in his hand.
이 냄새 설마 저 자식 이 와중에 술 처먹고 있는 거냐?
Got a drunken monk here.
나온 것도 서러운데 술까지 못 마시면 무슨 낙으로 일하겠나? 목표는 가복 도련님 하나다. 빨리 죽이고 돌아가지.
With that, the enemies began flooding into the room. Can't we just do the old trick of being like, oh, you've killed Hong Lu, and then we'll just revive him? Just wait till they've left and revive him. Work smart, not hard, you know? Oh yeah, of course it's 7 characters. That's why we set up like that. I completely forgot. So we're not on to the terrifying fights yet, it would seem. I forgot we have 7 characters in this chapter. Canto, I've spent so long playing with less. is not great. It's not a great set of clashes for you. Oh, we lost everything. We lost all the flips. At least somebody got entertainment. We would have Forest of the Flames next turn. That's it, I think. Ishmael giving us some clash wins. Heathmail doing it for us. Ishcliffe. I didn't quit Limbus, no. I'll be quitting Limbus later today until I pick it up again tomorrow. That seems to be the way it works, whether I like it or not. There's no way that we reach. Only just has to take that neutral unless we evade. Could evade. It's 12, so there's no rush in pushing this down. It's already low sanity. Red. We don't have any MV yet. MV would be used for body sack. But we don't have another source of MV. So probably better off pushing this because this fuels Snag Harpoon and Forest. So that's what we're going with, Don. You wouldn't fail a flip for, would you? Surely, surely. If we take this, then we can do Sangre next turn. Oh, so close, Don, so close. You guys are assholes, yep. We've had a really bad start here, so I'm expecting we're going to lose. So close, Don, so close. I don't think we want to use the Ravaging Cut. The Ravaging Cut's too strong. This I think we can take. That we can definitely take. This probably needs to be Sangre. I mean, we could Red Sheep, but I don't think that's going to work out well in the long run. Because there's just enemies that are going to replace these. I'm not sure about that. Can we just defend that one? Evade is not really it there.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Don failing every flip under the sun. Oh, never mind, never mind. She's back. She's back, baby. Get him, Don. Rocinante! It's been a little while. I just did not win that sketchy flip. You can win this one. Yeah. So Ish is staggered from the block. Now that she has a tiny bit of sanity, she's waited there. She's got damage there. I don't think we pump the cut, because again it can just be replaced by a new unit coming in. Counter there. I think we have to hit into this counter, right? Because we're attacking into it anyway, unless we dodge both. And we can't reliably dodge that. Does this have a stagger on it? It does have a stagger on it. So if we hit it hard with this, we might trigger the stagger.
명령대로 하겠습니다. 아직 안 끝났어.
Unfortunately, Hongli did his downward cleave first, so he won't hit the stagger. Yeah, that's rough. Oh well. Finally used the Ravaging Cut we've been saving there. This is into the same target, so we might as well hit that as well. We're already attacking into it. Likewise here, we have to do... We could block both. She doesn't have good odds on this anyway. Actually, no, her odds on this are pretty good. Let's have a stagger. Definitely will, right, but it's way too low. Yeah, we might as well hit into it. She's just recovered from being staggered, so her stagger bar is quite low. I don't think we want to use our big attack into it though. We could body sack here. This I think we just evade because it's a target with without another attack. This one has another attack. This is the one that is close to its stagger, right? Yep. So we can slam into that without worrying. This is actually a better clash. The galloping tilt. So I think we keep the galloping tilt. Until she's very high. Oh god. Sinclair? Bring it home! Oh, he turned it around. What a beast. Until we're very high sanity on Dawn, the galloping tilt is a stronger clash than for Justice against most targets. In the sack! This is a rough one for her. He rolled like a god. That wasn't really on you, Ryoshi. They rolled like an absolute champion there. It's a counter. Doing okay. Killed one now. This guy is... We're quite a way away from stagger, so we can hit into it just fine. We're not going to drive him to stagger. Save the shield bash. Don't need to use a big attack on that. I don't think we need Gluttony, do we? Likewise there, we want to save the Ravaging Cut. Outward Swing is actually better odds there. Because Halberd is really low numbers. Guess we use the Whirlwind. She has mega problems there. She probably needs to Pathos. It's the rest of our last. That's fine. Again, it's way too early to red sheet. It'll nuke the shit out of her sanity. Unfortunately, we're now reaching the point where they get more attacks than we can stop. We can't really play around the counters too well. This is slight overkill. But if it fired in a different order, and she would have needed this to stop his attack. At least she healed a bit. That's what, 4 dead? 4 dead and we're doing okay. One staggered. 4 dead. 2 staggered this turn. Have to use the shield bash though, we don't really have a choice. Save the slide. Save the smackdown. We have so much wrath anyway. Pathos that. That is going into something that's already been countered. I don't think this is near stagger. So he's more at risk from the counter. We can do this. Closest she is right on her stagger. I think we double evade here. May as well use the cut there. Cut has much better odds. Yeah, I guess we double cut. So we're starting to get to the meat of potatoes of the fight where we can start pushing them down. And the numbers advantage will stick. Hi Broxis, how are you today? Well, I mean, you just flipped 3 heads and you failed your flip. Oh no, I don't know what to say, mate. You didn't even try. You didn't even try. Unfortunately, that was before we put his tiers up as well. RIP. Here we're attacking into this anyway. Neither of these guys are at risk of stagger, so I think we attack into the counter. That is exactly the same as last turn. She just evades, because otherwise she gets staggered. Guaranteed gets staggered. Ooh. That's a bad one. That's a really bad one. She just took like 120 damage off of that as well. That failed flip. 5 dead. 7 left. We're hitting into this anyway. I think if we do double halberd combo, we roll well on that, like either way it will stagger it. Because they're weak to wrath. This is right at stagger, so we should stagger with either attack. We are not in a hurry to kill that, so we might as well just use these. Although that does push lust for us. Yeah, I think that's better because it pushes lust for us. We don't have much lust. We still got this loaded and ready to go, but I don't really want to use it now. Oh, I guess we can use it here actually. I think Songbering that is pretty reasonable. She's low sanity. Rocinante! Those voice actors so good. I miss it through all the intervalos.
이 몸을 온당히 벌하심에 기꺼이 죄를 받아들이나이다.
Oh, Heath. Oh, this survived. Right, now they only have 6, so we aim to kill. We now use our high damage attacks. That dies either way, I think. That dies either way. That dies either way. That dies either way. Oh, I guess we're doing okay. That dies either way. It's fine. It's fine that we have to think hard on a random chain battle, right? That bodes well for the rest of the Canto. This is wholly unnecessary, normally. This is absolutely not necessary for me whatsoever. These poor dudes. RIP. Brave soldier. We almost made it through without anyone dying.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠. 아름답진 않네. 가라앉는군요.
They were all already staggered. He was just showing off. It's only the cinema that matters. That's true. That's true. He was just showing off. He was farming KDA. Darn KDA players. Knight's Ambush. We're up to level 52 now.
이오티스 참전합니다.
I'm surprised we turned that around okay, to be honest. We had a really bad start there. We like lost everything on the first turn. Ooh, the Ravaging Cut barely gets there. Yikes. That is an awful attack. What's our best chance there? If we evade, then we lose the Whirlwind. But he's going to take damage either way. That's a really rough one. God, that's a horrible attack. Wave Slash. Really low odds on dodging it as well. At least it doesn't feed it. Sanity. Casually rolled 26 for the record. Nice. Love to hear it. Sinclair off to a flying start. Ishmael dominating out there. Oh no. Oh my dear god. Hongli took all of his life immediately. Yeah, that is horrendous. That's not a great start. But Justice actually has better odds here, surprisingly. Guess we're taking that. Now this is an attack as well. So I guess we're hitting into that. So far off the stagger. I'm not going to get there. I'll try to take the wave slash with that. Guy just shit the bed. Whiffed all his coins. Oh god. Speaking of whiffing all the coins. Oh! 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 Heathcliff doing it. He was just building the tension with that first fail flip. Which is just as well, because that would have got killed him. So if we do this, then we get entertainment. Blue's like almost dead already. This, I think we have the best odds if we dodge. But it can potentially flip over the top of our dodge even if we flip ahead. Don't have forest. That's the best we got there unless we evade, which is not going to be better. I guess we smack down for the buff. We have another Bat Bash again next turn though. If we do an Envy, it doesn't get us anywhere. Either way, we either get like Snag, Harpoon or Forest next turn, or we get Body Sack. I think it's this because we want the buff. It's a smart move, unlike him. Unlike me as well. Uh-oh. Oh god. Oh, close Rishi, close. It was a pretty much 50-50 clash. It's just one counter. This is also just one counter. Wait, hold on. Can't push that to... Oh, maybe we can, actually. Yeah, that we push that to... stagger. This we can't push to stagger, there's no way. Probably Sangre, because that's a wave slash as well. Can't let that hit us. But that is a strange universe. It's not something that you see very often where Dual Strike actually has a worse odds than Downward Cleave. Because Dual Strike is usually the absolute goat.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
Beautiful, Dom. Beautiful. That's how it's done. You show those dirty humans. Oh, just beat the wave slash as well.
아직 안 끝났어.
Crushing it. Give it a really good turn this turn. Everything's staggered. But there's no point in pushing it down because we haven't killed anything yet. Don't need Gluttony. Lust over Envy. Probably want to keep the Whirlwind just because it's so powerful. This is Sanity looking like pretty good. He's really struggling there.
해보겠습니다. 제가 해낸 건 맞죠?
Gravity Cut hits really hard. The sack? Oh, he's already staggered now.
너를 잊어도 반드시 되찾을 거다.
순조로운 전략입니다.
So weak attacks on that. This is a counter, right? This is... Oh, this is gonna die no matter what we hit it with. So it's fine to just use that. It's only on 2 HP. It's actually also bleeding, so it's gonna die as soon as it uses a coin. So there's no need to... There's no need to use the slide there. Not in a rush to push that down. That is on a counter. It's quite far away from its stagger, I think, right? That is against something that is. Yeah, we kind of have to go into this. We don't have forest. Rishi could get pretty messed up there. Just try our best. If we do this... I guess it doesn't matter if we evade there either, we still get the absolute resonance. The last resonance. Is this stagger? No. She's a long way away from a stagger, we might as well go into it. She's a long way away from a stagger as well. Our resources are really good though. How's this attack? That's just into stagger. I think we do power plus that. We'll get her passive up as well, which is good.
여행에는 목적이 있었지.
Wonder when the enemies become the sack bearers. They win the clash against the sack. I've had that happen quite a few times already, to be honest. That's nothing new. I've seen Body Sack lose quite a few clashes at this point, sadly. Nothing lasts forever. Five dead. So we're almost down to the point where we can actually hurt them. We've got to go into that anyway, so we might as well just attack. It's just quite a long way off of her stagger, so it should be alright. Downward is actually better than the dual strike there. Again, it must be due to the way that their numbers are. I think we keep the Whirlwind. The Downward is slightly lower odds, but the Whirlwind is so good. And he's really low, so if he needs to block something big like a Wave Slash, like this Wave Slash. This is a 0 sanity Wave Slash. That's not. Yeah, 0 sanity Wave Slash. She doesn't have the worst odds in the world of dodging that. I don't think there's any point in attacking into it. We could Pathos it, right? That's probably the best thing we can do. This guy I assume we're already hitting. He's not close to a stagger. So we can slam into that. This thing isn't close to a stagger either. Some ruptured image execution. I think we probably use knowledge there. Let's shore that up. We're attacking into this anyway. It's a long way from its stagger. That is hard to evade. I think Forest is reasonable there. And make sure that hits home. Joust and Tilt are the same odds here. We could use Lust more. This gives her a buff for next turn. This makes her Clash better next turn. I guess we go with this. Assuming she wins. Oh, she lost her Joust, her Slide. She didn't get to. She didn't get to Clash. She didn't get her buff anyway. Just want to use the term sack beaters more. Just use it. Just slide it in, you know? What would Heathcliff do? Would he be worried about using the term sack beaters? No. Wouldn't even think about it. He'd just say it. We could all do to learn a little bit from Heathcliff. And slide the rear shoe. No, you fucking wouldn't, because she would not let you. She'd fucking use you as a scabbard. No one is beating the sack, so we can't sack beat. True, yeah, true. It's always good to consent. That doesn't sound unpleasant. Bunch of degenerates. We don't use the shield bash here. We don't need to. We can use the loggerhead here. We don't need to use the slide. This is a very low hit point target, so we can hit into this. The counter stagger is very close, so this should trigger the stagger. This probably doesn't, unfortunately. Do that, then it guarantees the stagger either way. I think we want the lust more.
예술이 뭔지 보여줘.
People have said worse in the chat. That's like that's like saying people have committed genocide, so what's a little murder here and there? Scariest thing about Ryoshu is having to pay her child support. Crikey. I think just not being involved with reissue is probably the safest thing you can do with reissue. This thing's dead regardless. Do whatever. We're good, right? We are golden.
좋은 전략입니다.
No? Oh, it's okay, you got there eventually.
늘 새롭다니까요.
Okay, we did the trash fights. We got that. The new reissue ID got you like pregnant man. Is that?
고작 이 정도로 들떠한다면 예술가의 자격은 없는 거지.
The new reissue ID's got you pregnant, is what you're saying, Pupeto. Does that being a murder hobo doesn't help you pay the bills without a license? Yeah, but guess not. Oh, but there's more. But wait, there's more.
재미게 끌 거 없어. 바로 간다.
But wait, there's more. Oh shit! It's a guy.
뭐야? 아직도 안 끝났어?
이전 사이와라는 놈도 그렇고.
We don't have the right setup here,
생각보다 우리를
but
허접하게
it might be
계산하는.
okay, maybe. Probably not.
이 정도 숫자로 우리를 전복시킬 수 있을 거로 생각했나?
에휴, 골 아프게 소리 지르기는. 자신의 사고 뭉치하고 비교하면 마음이 좀 아프단 말이지.
조심하세요, 오티스. 저자는 동행한 자들과는 전투력에서 큰 차이를 보입니다.
혼자서 여유를 부릴 이유가 있다. 그건 소속과 이름을 밝혀라.
이 바닥에서 그런 걸 의포될 사람이 있겠어? 될 이름도 소속도 없지. 그렇게 오래 살아오니 멋대로 붙여진 이름은 있긴 하지.
Okay, what's your moniker? Wait. The Night Drifter. Yeah, alright, you're pretty full of yourself, aren't you? The Night Drifter of the Drunken Palm. Guy's a loser. Oh god, he's an alcoholic. Oh no! So this might be very hard, especially with what we got here. Because we don't have a binder. We can try. No. Target has 5+ bleed, blaze power +1, gain 1 swig. Kill 3% HP, disgusting. And 3 attack power, okay. Imagine healing. Don't see me fluid sacking, do you? Crikey. I'm no stranger to the way of open throat chugging. Intoxicated leaning. Gain 5 shield for every swig on self. A swig equals to the number of skills targeting this unit. Damn. This gives him fragile. Okay. 50% HP, recover from stagger and end this turn. Fix this unit's speed to 10 next turn. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Prioritizes Hong Li. Does he only hit Hong Li? Oh, we've got... It's Heathcliff all over again. Oh god. If this unit failed to hit Hong Lu with a skill, gain 3 offense level down next turn at less than 70% HP. Turn end if this unit failed to hit Hong Lu with a skill. Gain 6 offense level up next turn. Cool. Cool. It's 2% damage on every 1% missing HP on self, so he deals more and more damage the more damage we do to him. Hit during the combat phase plus 20% damage for 10. Oh my dear god, okay. So he's gonna hit like a fucking train. Leads 15% damage from skill. On Clash lose, take 15% damage from skill. Okay. Percent recover from stagger. Okay. May the drinking be his rise and demise forevermore. Fair. Be it Ouija or shown in the shenanigans, you sometimes just think the drunken guy is going to beat the shit out of people. Yeah. Everything relies on skill anyways. True. Almost. Even more to that, an old man always in AP in those. True. You mean to say like a bus? Why like a bus? Because Mephistopheles is a bus? I mean, Mephistopheles isn't really here right now. I don't think this guy would be riding in Mephistopheles anyway. It's a bit of a stretch, buddy. We only have loggerheads here. How hard do these things roll? Well, their numbers aren't that insane, like before he's drunk. He is very, very, very fast. He's going to be all on Hong Li, right? So we're dead, basically. Because we only have one block for this. One of these is going to kill him. Go. We need speed on this. He is very, very, very fast. And we will need probably May Assault, I guess. We can use. We try Yi Sang. Yi Sang gives us a better comp. We can't really support both.
앞장서시오. 앞장서시오.
와, 기대되네요. 즉시 출격하겠습니다.
네.
즉시 출격하겠습니다.
재밌군. 이건 내가 맞.
I think this guy's blunt damage. For what it matters. No, he's slashing. Slashing. Ooh. Too far back, too far back. I think she's weak to slashing, isn't she? Oh, she's not weak to slashing. She's red, but she's also radiant.
따라가겠어요.
Fast to say slow though. We have our Wrath here. I guess we take another Wrath generator. I don't know about Radiant, man. She is slashing strong. I'm probably better off with Sinclair.
저를요?
달리자, 로신한테!
몸이 찝.
달리자, 로신한테!
This will generate a bit of envy as well. Have a bit of envy here, a bit of envy here.
네.
몸이 찝.
내가 필요.
최선은 다해볼게.
저를요? 최선은 다해볼게요. 저를요?
몸이
달리자, 로신한테.
네.
달리자. 내가 필요.
최선.
규정이라면
Okay.
따르겠습니다.
I'll do. Even Don didn't manage to wake you up. You're cooked. No. I've only done that once, Bellic, where I've replaced all of the skills with skill 1s with skill 3s. It's only got 4 speed this time. So we need to use this. It's already not good. Whirlwind's has got to give us favoured here, surely. These are bleed counts. This is bleed once. Base power +1 for every 5 bleed on the target. These are probably more important to block. We need to generate at least 1 Wrath. These 2 we can ignore. Please, someone must have a good flash for this. Apparently not. This is on Honglu. They're all on Honglu. Yeah, they are. These are just mini versions of the monk, right? Yeah. That's probably the best we're gonna get on there. All just neutral. Well, we gotta just try and win these clashes. I think she does the negate on the guard. Yeah, I guess we just take our chances with those. Attack down next turn into this. This would be great. I guess we win heads, and that's really good. Oh, wait. I'm being a bit silly here. So we need to generate 3 sloth for next turn so that we can go into Crow's Eye. And by not using this and not using dodge, we are not achieving that. There's no way we can replace this with that, is there? This attack is actually really scary. Guess we have to do this. It's bad though. I think that's the best we got. Oh god. Oh god. That's a bad start. Oh god. Okay. Not too bad. Nice. Okay, not too bad. So we need Crow's Eye. Somewhere. It's 4 speed. We need to keep generating 3 and 1. The only red that we have this turn is her loggerhead or her defense. We have to find a way to use loggerhead, probably on this favored here. We need to use this. This turn we can't use the whirlwind, sadly. There's not going to be anything that's targeting Faust. She could hit this. That is a horrible counter, holy shit. Hong Lu! Hong Lu is always coming. Sounded dirty. We have 7 attacks. We probably just ignore this counter this turn, I think. Would love to stack Tremor. That's probably our best way of stacking Tremor. We have a Ravaging Cut here. Ah, Sinclair has to block one of these, right? It's too slow. So he has to go there. Oh, we need to find something that this will block. Or we could use Evade on something with better odds. I don't hate that. It's making sure that we get our sloth. So that leaves us with Honglu. Faust, unfortunately, is such a weak link here. Actually, we've got to take a hit, don't we? We've got to take a hit from something. I guess we go into this. We have to use this. I guess we let this through. This is the least bad attack, but then we have to find something that Aotis can dodge. Not great, huh? You could go for this. His odds aren't the worst in the whole world. It says negative sanity. Then he moves on to this one. That we just have to let through. We could get rid of the whirlwind and try to dodge it. And try to dodge 2 attacks. But his sanity isn't very high. This is the highest speed. I guess we can try that. That's sketchy though. I think we're better off flashing this and taking that. One of these, yeah. And close over the other.
곡들을 제거하겠소. 이상이
The
무엇이?
crow's eye will help us next turn. And it helps us a bit this turn as well. It helps us with speed next turn. We can't crow's eye again next turn, but we were just kind of lacking options. Who would win, one drunk guy or 12 infinite reviving meat shields? Probably the drunk guy. Oh, Sinclair! My man! One job. That was your skill 3, Sinclair! I have no excuse. Right, okay, what's this shit do? Drunk claim. Coin power +1 for every 5 bleed on the target. Say. This rolls to a 17. 3 plus swig, convert all coins. And skill to unbreakable coins. Horrific. This guy gets... He's not at swig right now. We don't have crow's eye this turn. I believe we do not have any ego this turn. So we would need a real attack to try to stop this. I think that is going to be our best. Actually, he got hit last turn. Maybe we can find something better. That's pretty good. I think that might be the best we've got. Downward slash? Black slash, sorry. It's not as good as that. Wow, the synth battle theme. Can't bind him next turn. We don't get speed next turn. That's the best you can do with this. It's that nasty attack. We really want to win that one because that makes him lose 3 swig, although we just want to make sure that this doesn't get 3 swig before we clash it. So we want to handle these after. In an ideal world. Ideal? Ideal? You guys have put so many Limbus brain rot memes into my head. I can't say ideal or wild anymore without... And those are words I use a lot. I can't say either of them a lot anymore without instantly thinking of Limbus. We want to clash this last in a really, really ideal world. That he loses the swig that he's gained. This is at 3+ swig, so that's actually fine to hit these, right? I don't think he gains any swig at the start of combat. So I want to clash this last. If he doesn't fuck that up. It's neutral. That's neutral. This rolls to a 15. Is it 0 sanity? There's a red coin as well. Just dodge this maybe. We have decent odds. So we've got this and this. Slide is pretty decent. Does that have good odds on anything? Only that. Oh, and that. If we can use the sloth attack to stun the pooled blade, then it means that we'll get entertainment, which is huge for Honglu. Then she has to find something else to block. We go onto this, and then slide this. No, we're trying to dodge that, aren't we? Though her block on that actually isn't that bad. Yeah, maybe we go with that. That's actually a bit better, I think. And we can do that. I think that's our best. Ah, Ishmael! Oh, Honglu, my man! Come on! He didn't even try! 26 stamina. Sanity. There's a 26. He didn't find one head on 4 coins. Didn't even try it. Oh, nice. That's a big one. Good job, Rishi. Someone's going to carry. Oh, God. Nice. Sinclair's out here performing. Staggered. We probably can't afford attacks for this turn because we have to negate this. We do have Crow's Eye this turn to make sure that we can fuel it though. So that's our best, most likely. This attack's not too bad. Oh, this is the Wave Slash. Fuck Wave Slash. This is probably the worst attack here. So that's almost certainly like that. We have to let something through this turn, right? Because Faust is so slow. So Faust can hit into here. It's not really a concern. Bleed count, bleed count. I think we probably let the frontal swirl through, or we can try to dodge both of them. That might be better. To dodge onto this. And we can try and dodge both of these. We have okay odds. Keep in mind, if we use this on here, then we're not getting the debuffs onto Big Man. The Night Drifter! Our other options are a bit limited though. We could Branch of Knowledge it. Branch of Knowledge puts up a shitty passive though for Sinclair. Also, yeah, that's using Gluttony that we could use on Resonance Emitter if we can get to it. We could feasibly Resonance Emitter. Yeah, Resonance Emitter next turn. That's what it's called again, isn't it? Oh, Representation Emitter. Sorry. Representation Emitter. Yeah, we could feasibly use that next turn. We could find a way to deal with this. Her 2 might actually... Yeah, her 2 actually dominates that. But it will cost all of our built tremor. This is getting coin power up because she does have enough self tremor on her. It'd be really nice to just hit this, to just tap this with her. Because that will set her up. We could shield bash this. That's not bad either. This is a real killer if we get hit by it though. She is slashing weak as well, isn't she? So if she takes that hit, she will get murdered. Even the red coin is bad for her. It's really Branch of Knowledge or this. We could just take this favoured hit to preserve our tremor. It's so much worse though. I think we take the safe hit. I think we take the safe hit. It's also sloth for us. We're dodging these 2. That leaves us with this attack and these 2. And someone has to negate this. Which is probably ish. We're not generating Wrath if we do that though. Then again, what are we reasonably stopping with that? Yep. We'll have to worry about the Wrath next turn. So we have this, this and this. If we use this on here, it massively ups his chances of being able to dodge. The backslash on that is actually not very good. This is a heavy attack as well. This rolls to a 14. I guess we take our chances with this. She's slashing resistant, right? Yep. And then you have to do this. And that gives us Crow's Eye next turn. It gives us Representation Emitter next turn. We're hoping that Honglu can evade both of these.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
You can do it, Otis. You can do it. Yes. Wave Slash is scary. Unfortunately, that does nuke her tremor. Nice. Nice. Good stuff. Double Wave Slash. Fuck. Okay. We're fast this turn. representation emitter does quite a lot of work for us. We have to generate a Wrath this turn. And unfortunately what that means is we need to do this on something. She is slashing weak. So that is very, very tough for us. I guess we have to go without. Damn. She actually just can't take that hit. She'll just stagger. It's no good for us at all. So we'll have to play the turn after without crows. This rolls to 14, right? This is the one that makes him lose swig. He's currently at 4 swig. So we would want to clash one of these first to make him lose his swig. Then we want to clash these to make him gain his swig. And then we want to clash this to make him lose his swig. So this one should be our last clash. We would love for her to hit him. I guess we want this to splash the ads, ideally. This probably goes into one of these because they're horrific. Shield Bash isn't bad here. If she fails it, she's fucked. That is nowhere near on that. Hi Malik, notification from the Limbus Reddit. It started with the saying, oh hey Apocalypse Birds, how you doing? I love a good lurk. Big fan of lurking. Hold on one sec. Big fan of lurkers. Just saw a notification from Limbus Reddit. It started like, so hard, are we gonna get it? And continued with Wrecked in Canto 9. Huh? So how hard are we gonna get? I don't understand, Billy. Gonna have to explain. Hi, Saraxor. This box one of these. How are we dealing with the other wave slash? I think it's this, but like, it's bad. This is not good. I guess this takes this one. Then we have better odds against this one because of the sanity difference. We could Crow's Eye this, but that just makes dealing with this even harder next turn. That might still be worth because this is just horrible. There's no more stagger on this dude. There is a stagger here, we could stagger him. Right, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's way better. So if we hit here, then that should stagger this with the splash from Emitter. It's 18 damage. So I think even if she fails her flip, it should stagger this. We don't actually need to block this. So use this to take the swig. Use that to block either. We need to generate 2 sloth this turn. which is the only other person to generate sloth. Unless we dodge, which is sketchy. And that leaks it, right? And that leaves Sinclair to do whatever the hell Sinclair wants to do. Oh, it has to be to block this, right? Oh, actually, that gets staggered off of emitter as well. I don't like your... Do you have good chances on this? They're not bad. They're not bad. That's a hell of a risk, though. If you lose that clash, that's really, really bad. You wouldn't lose that clash, would you, Sinclair? You wouldn't do that to me, buddy. So he loses swig. Hold on. Where's his swig? Turn end at 3 stacks heal. Turn end at 5 stacks gain 3 attack power. Okay, so it isn't at the start of combat. He doesn't gain a load of attack power. Like, arguably I might be better off hitting into something else, but I think with the Crow's Eye View buff up, his chances are really high to just drill his sanity even further. It might be better just to hit the ads, to work the ads down. The meaning of the word hard after seeing after seeing the mirror dungeon stuff. Gonna get cooked. Ah, I see, I see. A few of the Limbus tryhard, like real tryhard people, seem to have found the mirror dungeon still relatively easy. The 15 mirror dungeon, which is mind-blowing. Yes, hard is relative. Oh, I see, I see. I see, I see, I see. So he's getting close to his stagger. We know that he unstaggers at 50%. He's only got about 80 damage to his stagger. 81 damage to his stagger. He's doing his big hit this turn. We do not have a Crow's Eye this turn. But hopefully we should push him to his stagger. This should be a pretty good clash at this point for Yi-Sang. Oh, she clashes everything really well because he would have to roll way above the odds due to his sanity. We really need to generate a wrath, so she can find a clash if she wants to, but she's probably better off just hitting one of these. She could just hit here as well. We have to clash 5 this turn. What does her upward slash block? We're kind of good on Sloth. He's a no swig right now. So we want him to gain swig and then lose swig. We can clash these. This only does stuff at 3 plus swig. So we just need to clash this last. Let's probably take something low priority. If we do hit the stagger, she'll get a free follow-up. I don't want to hit him below 50% though, because that will screw us up. He resets at 50, according to his thing. This is covered, this is covered, this is covered, this is covered. We don't want to slip more attacks into there, probably. This has to be a loggerhead. He has to really roll over the odds to clash any of these. Wow, that's so unlucky. There's a stagger. Don't do that to me, Faust. Be reasonable, Faust. We don't want to push this guy because he will, as soon as he hits 50%, he resets and ends the turn. So we want to focus on killing these ads in this turn. Probably still use Crow's Eye. That does leave us in an unfortunate situation where we don't have Wrath again. She should have a decent hit. I'd love to build. Can she build on here? I think she can. 41, right? 41 plus 4 off of the fragile, so 45 takes him to 478. Hey, fuck, that is actually below half. Okay, she can't do that. It pushes him over. Yep. Pushes him too hard. This has tremor on it as well, actually. So she can build off of that. Only a tiny bit. She has to stop one of these, right? And so that Ishmael does as well. Unless... oh, Hong Li can take one of these. Hong Li has decent odds on that. The slide is pretty awful. Yeah. These guys are fast. shocked that this is... It's because we have 5+ bleed, that's why. That's why this is so bad. That is a shame. There's no stagger on any of these, is there? They're all staggered out. We're gonna have a really rough turn next turn if we don't kill some of these. I don't think we have anything that deals with this hit. Short of Ego. And we can't Pathos Mathos because only this can Pathos Mathos hit. I guess it's not the worst, but it is okay to do that. But it doesn't handle either of these. Both of course are going to Honglu. We don't have Land of Illusion. We don't have Forest of the Flame. We don't have Shark Harpoon, Snag Harpoon. So we have to block these with regular attacks. Ishmael's not getting there. This is 24 sanity. Chances are he is going to exceed. It's like, what, about slightly below 50% that he'll beat my evasion. Probably about 50% after you take into account that I have a 5% chance of failing. It's not great odds either. Guess we take this. This is bleed count. Both of these are bleed count. Don't have any bleed on us. She already has a fair amount of tremor. We could defend. We could just block this. Our tremor count's 14, so she gets a shield for doing it as well. She takes a little bit of bleed. I don't think that's the end of the world. So generates a sloth. And then the rest of these attacks need to go into trying to kill one of these. It's probably here, right? Ravaging Cut hits really hard on these. So we could just use that for damage. So I think they're Envy weak or they're Slashing weak. They can't be Slashing weak, right? Oh, they are Slashing weak. Okay, that's one. Slashing weak. Come on. So Pathos plus Ravaging Cut should kill that. Hopefully.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
Nice. That's terrible.
여행에는 목적이 있었지. 해냈어요.
Damn, that sucks. That's going to make this turn so fucking rough. This guy's counter-attacking. That kind of helps. We have 4 blocks. Shit, man. So we got to let this through. At least we have decent speed. We could try to stagger it to just end the turn here. We would have to do a little bit of damage. That might be our better chance here. So if we knock him to 484, which is 39 points of damage, then we push him to the next phase. Actually, you're really not helping, my love. We would like to generate our Wrath this turn. Unfortunately, it's hard. Because we can't use Honglu to block one of these to give us a window in. This is a wave slash as well, so we have to stop this. Actually, come on, please. That's going to be our best non-ego on this. I guess we just clash this with end stop slash. It's the easiest one here. This, right? Still at 13 trying to count. We have nothing on ego that can clash this, right? And this is of course on him. So we would have to use that. That's all we've got. We have no forest, although that's on her anyway. We could use Crow's Eye on this. It's actually not totally unreasonable. Crow's Eye might be better going into this though. We need to make sure that the Crow's Eye goes off the next turn. We also then need to make sure that we generate a Wrath. So we need to do this. This. Although I guess the buff would be better onto this. He goes to 10 speed next turn, which is terrifying. We don't even need to block this, I guess. It doesn't matter, because we're just gonna turn push him. That's the way this works, right? I didn't just imagine that. At 50% HP, recover from stagger and end this turn. Fix the unit speed to 10 next turn. We should use this so he gets his... Oh no, he's already maxed anyway, it's fine. Probably really shit the bed there. Ah wait, this is going to clash the counter. There's a clashable counter. I'm blind. Starless, thank you so much. That's very kind of you to follow. I hope you're having a great day. There's a clashable counter, isn't there? Shit. I cannot imagine that this is going to clash this counter too well. But I think we might have to go for it anyway. We just need him to not roll well. He's really, really insane, so he shouldn't. But our Ishmael is not that sane either. We really need to generate a Wrath though. Either way, something's got to clash this, doesn't it? Shit. Okay, Ishmael. Let's see the magic. Beautiful. I hope this works the way that it's printed. Otherwise we are really fucked. Yeah, end to turn. Okay. So he's panicked. He's doing a... Excuse me? He's doing a what now? A true decapitation something. True decapitation... this roll is plus 20 on its roll. Deal 1 damage for every bleed. HP does not drop. Below 1 before the skill ends. Gain 10 offense level up. Gain 5 attack power up. Gain 10 damage up. Okay. Deal 1% damage for every bleed. On hit gains 5 swig. Right. That seems pretty bad to me. We can actually redirect that because we have Yi Sang. So we can just Crow's Eye it. Now, if he were to win his flip, he will absolutely kill Yi Sang. But I'm sure he wouldn't do that. I'm sure he would never do that. I think we have decent odds of clashing this. Even with the attack power up and the offense level up. Don't hit the 5%. I also need him to not hit his 5% either. But even still, it's only Yi Sang. It's only Yi Sang. Don't worry about it. We need to deal with these ads. Is Hong Li still badly debilitated? No, he's just got a bleed on him. Failing that clash. We just need to be really careful with him. Rishi's at 18 tremor, so she's actually doing really well here. We don't want to use this. This will... we could. It will just nuke our tremor. It will do 8 tremor. It's a lot of damage, this skill. We would really, really like to be able to take these things out. But we'll have to go through the counter if we do. Only the guy who hates the Del team. Yeah, only the guy who makes the magic happen. It's better than the guy that he's trying to assassinate though, probably. Probably? I don't know. If we're going to take this counter onto someone, we probably want it to be onto her. She's resistant to the damage. It's quite a heavy hit though. It's a nasty hit and it's a horrible effect. There's no stagger on this, the push to. I wish this was attacking us. Can't have everything though, can we? We need to generate a Wrath if we are going to Crow's Eye again next turn, if he lives. We have to use that. Doesn't necessarily have to go into here. We could pummel it into the boss now. There's no more stagger on here. There's a good amount of damage though. And this thing is weak. Weak to slashing, right? Weak to slashing. Weak to slashing. Pretty sure that dies to those 3 hits. Blunt fragility. It's not blunt fragility next turn. Guess we do that. Defense level down next turn. We hope Yi-Sang doesn't shit the bed.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔
Nice.
수 없지만요.
Oh, he failed his flip on the second call. That's fine, Yi-Sang. Good choicing. Good choice. Good choices. You made good choices, Yi-Sang. Thank you. Failed his flip, he would have cooked. Yeah, he would have died. There's a 22 roll return. Yeah, I know that, Renagi, but he was minus 45% sanity. We already mathed it out before the clash. He was at minus 45 sanity. He's just reset his sanity from the panic. And it was much better him to take it than Hong Li. So we need to generate a Wrath. We're back to that. Our choices are blocking. Yeah, kind of has to be this. I've learnt how the combat math in this game works over our journey in Limbus. I already worked out exactly how much we could roll and how much we couldn't. Like, oh, how far we've come. Playing games in stupid ways makes you learn them, it turns out. Are you proud? Are you proud, guys? Are you proud? Notice me. Divi Reissue has actually been a beast in this combat. Like, she's been performing. It's very rare that we have a fight where she's able to stack and, like, not be completely useless. She's actually really done really well here. It helps us out a lot. We don't really want to risk Hong Li. It's like watching my child going to school after taking his first step. That might be a little bit much. That pride might be a little bit too much. Just don't tell your kid, okay? They won't understand. They won't understand what we share. We still don't have the second Wrath for this, although we can really use it anyway. We're definitely using Crow's Eye this turn. The Crow's Eye should go on to the other one of these. Probably. We have Receptor, we have Branch of Knowledge, we have Pathos Mathos, which stretches our sloth a little thin. Someone has to deal with this. This isn't that big of a deal. It would also be great if we could kill this. I think we just use Honglu to offset, just so he's not at risk. We could use Representation Emitter, which is also going to splash damage onto this, which is nice for us. We're at a point of sanity where the backslash probably rolls better. Probably has better odds than the piercing thrust. Maybe not. I think we want to put damage onto here. This pushes us towards Land of Illusions, which would be probably quite nice to have. So maybe we use that there. And then we use that instead. So that Ishmael doesn't have to take the clash. Yeah, that's better. These are all +1 swig, aren't they? Yep. So he's going to get swig regardless. There isn't anything we can do about it. He's going to be all swigged up. There's no way we can order to get rid of the swig at the end of the turn. He doesn't have the attack lined up. Between Yusang and May Assault, like, they have carried us so hard throughout. Ooh! It's alright, I'll just... Don't worry about it, it's okay. I do hate to see it though. So this is lose swig, gain swig, gain swig. There's a clashable counter. This is the medium attack, this is not the wave slash. Chilly, you devil. If we can use this, then we unlock a Land of Illusion, but we can't. So we need to Crow's Eye. We have to Crow's Eye. We have no Representation Emitter, we have no Branch of Knowledge, we have no Pathos Mathos, we have no Forest of the Flames. We have no Stag Harpoon. So we have no egos other than crows. Despite the amount of ego resources we have up there. Do not be fooled. We are not generating a Wrath this turn. I think if there's one thing that's going to kill us, it's actually going to be that. But if I was to generate a Wrath, it would cost Ishmael her entire life bar. The one time Ishmael's defense level's down might actually do something on the counter. Yeah, on the counter. It's very rare that the clash win on this comes into play. She has to actually win a clash here though. This is like her best clash win. We probably just won't fuck with the counter. This counter's so horrible if it goes off. I don't think we can do enough damage to like burst through in this turn. We probably just aim to try to kill this. I think she's probably better off sliding here. Or we could have a I don't know. If she fails this, she gets staggered, which is really bad. I'm a little bit worried for what happens when we don't have crows. I don't know if he cycles back to his decapitation strike, or whether that is a one-off thing. If this was a one-off thing, we're fine. If this wasn't a one-off thing, we might end up with problems. So we need to... This is at the end of combat he gets this. He doesn't get bonuses from the swig here. So we want to take these first and then drain all of his swig. Okay, maybe this is our best option. But we just don't have her hit. So he has a hard time here as well. I think we take that on there. Do that. That there, that there. And then we need to stop these with these guys. It's only neutral. We don't have pathos, do we? It'll be easier with the coins, I think. With the crow's eye effect up, it should be easier. Ah, she has bleed. That's why her number's so bad. She has the one bleed. It's better than Faust, though. Still a lot better than Faust. You can't clash that counter.
해보겠습니다.
This is mega overkill on that thing. I just don't want to fuck with the counter. We don't have egos to deal with it.
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
해냈어요.
So this has 4 attack power down on it, which should help with the backslash a lot. Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. Made it so that hitting 2 coins wasn't enough. This guy did us anyway! He did us anyway! Scumbag. I don't know, like that boss probably isn't very hard, but it still felt scary. Yeah, Hongli died. Victory. This is what I was saying before the fight. We just let him do it, and we're like, oh no, Hongli's dead. Oh, how could we be so stupid? Then he'll fuck off, and then we're just like, turn the clock. Like, why make things so hard? Work smart, not hard. Hongli just standing there as the guy tries to beat his ass, yeah. He doesn't know that the sinners can come back from death. We could have saved ourselves so much time!
내 밑에서도 좀 배우셨으면 비슷하게는 싸워봤어.
Oh no! Oh, best friend Hong Li, we've been through so much together. And no! We just looked away for one moment and Hong Li's dead. You fucked idiot. And the intruder disappeared from the room without another word. Hong Li, no! Why? And after a brief break, I revived the dead sinners.
대체 어떤 가문에서 보낸 건지.
아까 그 가치우라는 놈이 보낸 거 아니야?
Could be that GQ bloke from earlier.
아까 홍루 씨를 보고 눈빛이 살벌했던 자들이 어디 한둘이.
I guess not. I guess he wasn't privy to that information, but that does seem like something his. I mean, that if anything, I guess that shows that his employer isn't associated with like inner circle, right? Like he isn't as high up as the inner circle, I guess, unless it's a flaw in the story, which I very much doubt. Because otherwise, they would have told him like, yeah, you need to kill the clock one and then kill Hong Li, or kill Gia.
야, 괜찮냐?
He's laughing.
헷가닥한 거면 후딱 다시 시계 돌려달라 해.
아니요. 조금 생소해서요. 원래는 여기서 습격이 있을 때마다 이 건물이 한없이 넓기만 하다고 생각했었거든요. 그런데 여러분들이랑 있으니까 이렇게 또 북적거리는 공간도 없네요.
그게 무슨 일이야?
뭐 우리가 있으니까 든든하다는 말 아니겠어?
발명품이 잘 작동.
We did a good job.
기름만 좀 더 칠해줬어도 좋았겠어.
If I was sweating over that, Jesus Christ. We're gonna have a wild ride this CANTO.
여하차를 타렸는데 드시겠습니까? 안 마시겠다고 해요, 홍루 씨. 어제 편지 뜯어졌던 거 잊었어요? 아무도 믿어서는 안 된다고요.
Very wild, breadless.
저는 괜찮아요. 내와줘, 스빈.
네, 도련님.
Hong Li sips Sharon's tea.
그러다가 혹시나 차 안에 무슨 독이라도 있으면 아무리 단테 씨가 계신다 해도 너무 무모하잖아요.
단테님이 계셔서 아무 생각 없이 마신 것은 아니랍니다. 그랬다면 단테님이 공연이 아플 일이 늘 테니까요. 그저 스빈이 이렇게 무뚝뚝하게 되었어도 스빈은 스빈인 채니까 문제 없을 거라고 생각했어요.
That's when I realised that Jiren's odd change of character was reminiscent of those we'd seen earlier in the backstreets of District 8. Jiren went through a lot of her revivals, didn't she?
맞아요. 제 가장 가까운 시종이라 값비싼 생명보험에 들었었거든요.
Damn. So she had to literally throw herself in the way of innumerable assassins. So when you say Jiren's still Jiren, you mean that her memories are intact?
생명보험은 기억 자체를 건드리지는 않으니까요. 하지만 점점 풍화되어 간다고 해요. 그리하여 기억은 거센 바람과 비에 깎여나가는 바위처럼
Memory shrinks and shrinks.
서서히 작아지고.
That's horrible. Imagine being brought back and like missing just pieces, like little details and pieces.
아, 한때 그러한 모양의 바위가 있었구나. 라는 느낌만 들 뿐인 거예요.
My reaction of 90% of the character in this CANTO. What's that near?
하지만 전 그 느낌만이라도 스빈에게 따뜻한 기억을
Theseus, yeah, indeed, Ellie, indeed. Jiren quietly cleared away the tea set. We could not tell if she had heard Hong Li or if she cared at all, if she did. Regardless, we left her to her job and made our way to the palanquin that was waiting to take us to the round 2 venue.
사활을 건 전쟁을 앞두고 있을 때 가장 먼저 해야 할 것은
Normally, most sinners would have laughed Otis off for being overdramatic, but today they were all listening intently to her every word. One second, sorry. Apologies. Normally my sinners would have laughed Otis off for being overdramatic, but today they were all listening intently to her every word. What did you think of the thumb fellow? Same hat. Oh, sorry. What do you think of the thumb fellow? He was scary? He's a scary boy. What do you think about the Mr. Chinese Mafia man, Lei Heng? Sorry, it was like a week and a bit ago that I did this. Which one was Lei Heng? Sorry, was Lei Heng the thumb guy? Oh, Lei Heng was the thumb guy. He was terrifying. Yeah, absolutely terrifying. It's both the same question, right? I'm with you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he was absolutely terrifying. He just didn't give a shit either. Like, and that was the most worrying part. That was how you knew he was broken before he even did anything. He just wasn't fazed by any of this. Like, any of this very, like, high-stakes event that was going on around him. I didn't care about infuriating the masters or anything here. Just didn't give a shit. That's kind of how you know how people are broken in this universe. Whether they're overpowered or not. Like, how overpowered they are. The less that they give a shit about what's going on around them, the more broken they are, typically. Yeah, he was just like, hey, guys, whoa, yeah, like, hey, don't get in my way. Get out of my way. What's going on in there? Is this a party? More drink. Just in the middle of, like, the delicate proceedings. We've already had several close run-ins with the candidates and their factions. Even the formidable Heisho pack. Those experiences were more than enough to convince us that this was time to take her seriously. Like, the last couple of cantos have really taught us that even though we have grown quite a lot, there are still people in this universe who are so serious deal that they don't even notice our existence. That are so far beyond us, and that comes up over and over basically every single canto. It's like, by the way, remember, you're a fucking small fry. Those experiences were more than enough to convince us that this was the time to take her seriously. Anyone in the second half of Ruiner could know. Yeah, absolutely. They could win rate us. Like, we would get win rated by most of the Ruiner characters. And there's a whole bunch of guys in this game who would also win rate us.
잘린 사람의 목을 들고 아무렇지 않게 경고한다거나.
But it doesn't make us feel shit. Like, it also shows us that we have come a long way. Like how we stood up to Ricardo and we could now fight, you know, we can now actually kind of fight Ricardo. It just tells us, you know, Ricardo, yeah, he's strong, but there are other people who are stronger. And it still takes all 12 of you, 13 of you to fight Ricardo even. On a relatively even playing field. Those are idiots who have no fucking idea what they're getting themselves into. Yeah, that's true. That's true too, Buildery Boy. Absolutely agreed.
네, 여러모로 서로 견제를 해야 할 인물은 확실한 것 같네요.
아시다시피 이곳 대관원은 오래전부터 존재해왔던 가씨, 사씨, 설씨, 왕씨의 네 가문들이 이끄는 곳이랍니다. 제가 태어나기 전부터 이곳에는 수많은 권모술수와 비명 행사가 오갔고 지금은 가시가가 4대 가문 중 제일 큰 영향력을 차지하고 있죠. 그 덕에 저는 조금 더 부유하고 편안하게 모두가 부러워하고 우러러보는 삶을 살 수 있었던 거고요. 그리고 치우 형님은 그 바닥 아래에 있었어요.
바닥? 무언가의 비유요?
비유가 아니라면 바닥 아래에 있었다는 것은 누가 떠밀었다는 소리처럼 들리는군.
네. 많은
Like, I don't know, the whole family? Because everything's fucked in this place?
하나 없어지게 되어 형님에게 남은
Many hands. Yeah, even here, Hong Lu says many hands pushed him toward the cliff. So there were no more room for him to jack back up to. So his only remaining choice was to plummet. Yeah, it isn't a case of one thing pushing people over in this place. It's literally everything. The whole society is completely messed up.
치우 형님은 멸문한 공씨 가문의 마지막 남은 후손이에요.
분명 성이 가시 아니었는가?
어머니 쪽이 공가의 분이셨거든요.
그런...
아마도 그 사람을 밀어낸 손 중에는 제 것도 있었을
Sounds like RL China. I am not familiar enough with China, but yeah, from at least the way that it's publicized, it sounds like it. I wouldn't like to swear that it was firsthand though.
그럴 만한 분으로는 보이지 않는데요.
애써 덮어주시지 않아도 괜찮아요. 할머니와 어르신들의 어여쁨이 있었기에 형제 자매들의 시기 질투가 따라온 것이고 까마득히 높은 건물이 있었기에 그 바닥 또한 생기는 것이 당연지사. 숨어들어도 벗어날 수는 없으니 받아들일 생각이랍니다.
Hong Lu remained placid throughout that entire reveal, as though he was making some innocent commentary about the weather and the clouds going by, as always. The unshakable Hong Lu, all the way up to the end of this canto, no doubt. In fact,
엄지와 붙어먹은 것, 그것들도 경계해라.
it was Ryoshu who appeared more agitated than he was. Yeah, Ryoshu hasn't been the same since she ran into Lei Heng, right? That was a real shocker when she was suddenly like, what? When she went wild, she went absolutely mad. That walking brick shithouse from before. This is what I'm saying before. Like we talked a little while back about how Ishmael uses British slang. Like she uses a lot of weird British slang like this, even though a lot of people think that she is meant to be American. So I don't know why that is.
유독 경계하네, 류슈. 원래라면
강할까?
Because he's powerful. Silence descended in the palanquin.
류슈가 누구 보고 순순히 강하다고 한 거 들어본 사람?
Nope. Never even recognized anyone before. No one replied. Nope.
심사 장소의 입구에 당도하였습니다.
We found ourselves at some kind of deep subterranean arena with multiple lifts installed inside it. Some contestants were already rising on those lifts, but most of them had elected to remain down here to quietly and furtively discuss their strategies. As for us, we were slowly getting used to our presence drawing the attention of every single person in the room the moment we entered.
참가자분들은 각자 승강기를 탄 후 위로 올라와 주시면 됩니다.
그럼 저희도 탑승할까요? 너무 눈에 띄는 것 같은 느낌이라 얼른.
We were stopped by a voice calling us. We haven't seen Lin Dayu before, have we?
대요.
그간 안녕하셨나요?
Not like this, at least. His body was rotted, right? I just assumed he was gone. This is the same character, right? The one that was in the memories. I'd seen a child who looked just like her a few times in Hong Lu's memories. I remember her beaming at Hong Lu as she made a mound of petals with one hand. But now she looked on at him without a discernible emotion, a spear in the very same hand.
네가 가주대전에
I actually thought
참여하게
Dayu
될
was
줄
male.
몰랐네.
It's my mistake. I didn't think you'd be participating in the family hierarch war.
잊으셨나요, 오라버니? 예나 지금이나 저희 집안은 누군가의 밑에 있어야만 건사할 처지였어요. 지금은 설씨 세가에서 칼을 쥐고 있을 뿐입니다.
그렇구나. 보천 누나 내에서.
네. 그러니 앞으로도 남은 날 동안은 다른 사람을 위해 싸우다 죽게 되겠죠.
대요.
Dayu. Hongli took a step toward her. She raised her hand and pushed him away. It was not a threat, but her gesture carried such implicit resoluteness that it brought Hongli to a stop.
대요. 나는 곧 대관원을 떠날 거야. 어르신들께서 세상에 나가 좀 더 많은 걸 경험하고 오라 하셨거든.
떠난다고요? 대관원을? 결국 제게는 그날의 어떤 답도 해주시지 않은 채로 이렇게 떠나시는군요.
So I guess she did get brought back.
왜 계속 그렇게 웃고만 계시는 건가요? 부디 다시 돌아오지 않기를 바라겠습니다.
한때는 정답게 지내는 인연이었지만 모든 건 공연한 일. 지금은 하늘에도 땅에도 얽매임이 없고 이 마음엔 기쁨도 슬픔도 남아있지 않아요. 꽃이 필 때는 그것이 사랑스럽지만 시들어지게 되면 슬픔만 더하게 되니 차라리 처음부터 만나지 않는 편이 좋았을 터.
너는 언제나 듣기에 어렵고 슬픈 말을 하는구나.
제 장례는 일찌감치 치렀고 뒤늦게 오라버니께 인사라도 드렸으니 부디 이곳에서 서로 죽을 때는 형체도 남지 않게 되는 한 줄기 연기가 되어 바람에 흩날리게 되길 바랄게요.
With that, Dayu walked away from us.
아, 여러분들께는 소개를 미처 못해드렸네요.
Yeah.
어렸을 때 잠시나마 인연을 맺었던 아이랍니다. 지금은 보다시피 좋지 않은 상황에서 제외하게 되었지만요.
누군가의 호의로 이곳에 왔다 하면
Means that we'll be enemies the next time we meet. Yisang trailed off without vocalizing that sentiment and sighed.
인연이란 건 이토록 제멋대로 달라지는 것이니까요.
Hongli muttered with a faint hint of loneliness as we entered the grand lift, closed by 4 pillars. The lift rises ploddingly. When I look down, I can see the other candidates, still waiting for their lifts, looking up at us. The candidates whose fates may or may not intermingle with our own in this battle.
너는 결코 이곳에서 살아나갈 수 없다.
Good.
우리는 사활을 걸고 내 놈의 목을 칠 거야.
Someone screams bitterly from beneath us, but the lift does not stop.
홍루군, 우리가 앞으로 만나게 될 자들은 전부 악인인 건가?
Not really villains. I mean, the whole family, I guess, is kind of villains.
저들에게는 저희가
Yeah.
아닌 것이겠죠?
We know better than they are.
그렇다면 저희에게
Totally well adjusted. Yeah, he's cool. That is our hierarch right there. Like, that is our hierarch. That's who should be family hierarch. Yeah, they to be evil in ours. We're no better than any of the other people here, right? Honestly, we're probably no better than most of the places that we go. I'm not sure Limbus Company is necessarily a good organisation. I'm not 100% sure. I'm still not really convinced.
적과 아군을 구분하는 것만큼 의미 없는 짓은 없어.
Continue, 12. It seemed that we finally arrived at our destination as the lift slowed down. We were greeted by a sight that, at first glance, appeared as though it belonged outside, but we were still clearly within the confines of Hongwan. Underneath the blue sky were 2 metal gates leading into a massive looming structure. Red lights flickered ominously around the building.
얼마나 쏟아부었으려나요?
가조 심사 2차전.
A disembodied voice echoed from the speakers with a buzz.
시작.
The door to the lift that carried us up here is closed shut.
이곳이 어디인지.
와본 적 있는 곳이?
여기는 옛날에 공시 가문이 운영하던 구 H사의
What?
터랍니다.
Site of the former H Corp.
아직 그때의 상처가 채 아물지
The
않은
place still
곳일 텐데
bleeds from the wounds
이제 새로운
made
피가
there.
또 덮어지려나요?
Huh? Surrounded by the loud and crowded bustle of the teeming audience. Is Honglu smiling still? As he always has since our first meeting? I turn around to face him. I need to see a much younger Honglu. The deep sorrow in the child's eyes was about to overflow, as if he were ready to burst into tears. Oh, Jesus. Oh man, this is going to be so rough. Suppress the dungeon boss. Wait, there's a dungeon in the middle of the CANTO? We're dungeoning, I guess. Okay, that throws everything off.
꽃 장례 지내는 사람이요.
We're already at the end of the CANTO, everyone. Garden Sorrows bear. Oh wait, shit. Hold on. I've made a huge mistake. I'll rewatch this a second. Ignore me for a second. I've just realised that we can go and buy our Sinclair. No, I'll redo the dungeon. Don't worry about the modules. Yeah, we've just got enough to get our Sinclair.
주군께서 계명을 허락하셨어요.
What is...
마침내 봄날에 드글거리는 해충을 꿰찌르고 구경할 시간이 찾아온 거죠.
Damn, he looks so cool. I enjoyed playing with him in the little CANTO. I probably won't use him very much, but we can have him sit at the back of the party because he'll probably give us increased gain, points gain. I imagine he'll give more than the base Sinclair does. Cock is here. Sinclair. Right, let's get back in. Yeah, we get 40% from him. Big 40%. Sinclair's flaming hot. We've got enough of these anyway, it doesn't really make a difference. We're never going to use these if we don't use them. Yeah, we have loads of these now, right? %, yep, pay to win. As for upties, I'm not sure if we have the mats for him right now. Because we just uptied all of our egos. Yeah, we're quite a way off our upties for him, but that's okay. Our first, look! Our triple O! We've got a triple O on our team. We're actually paying to win out here. I'll put him at the back of the party. So stocked up on tickets. Well, yeah. Obviously, Belly. What am I going to do with that? Use him at uptide too? Yeah? I'm just using him for the points anyway. Weaken the base IDs? I don't care. I'm just using him for the points. Belly. Also, he's probably not.
발자국이 어려있네. 어젯밤 뜰 밖에서 슬픈 노래가 들렸는데 그것은 꽃넋과 가는 새 넋의 울음이었지. 가는 봄이 안타까워도 할 수 있는 것은 없지.
Yeah, I very much doubt he's weaker than the base IDs. Upside IDs weaker than the base IDs? I really doubt it, Malik. I really, 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 really doubt it that he's weaker than base Sinclair.
그 수많은 울음소리를 그저 듣기만 하는 수밖에.
Base Sinclair is not that special. Not having a skill 3. Yeah, I guess he doesn't have a skill 3. It doesn't matter anyway. I'm going to put him at the back of the party. He's just going to give us some coins. Not having a skill 3 is pretty painful. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
이제 알겠느냐? 너는 할 수 있는 게
Like, Ravaging Cut is an alright skill.
그러니
In the silent, windless sands stood only the desolate ruins of a building, swept through and thoroughly destroyed by a brutal, unstoppable force that was determined to leave nothing in its wake. Remember the day ruin came to the Kong family, who have brought this destruction upon themselves through their grave transgressions. To violate the laws of Hongguan is no tragedy. As such, it warrants no pity, only humiliation and scorn. The site of history stands as a monument to the inevitability of karma.
그렇다면 여기가 멸문했다던 공씨 가문의 건물인가요?
Ishmael asked Honglu, having read the plaque on the building.
네, 맞아요. 지금은 사용하지 않는 공간이죠.
그렇다면 이 안에 계셨던 사람들은 전부
So they ran the H Corp?
도대체 어떤 죄를 지었길래 이렇게까지 한 걸까요?
이만한 건물이 뿌리채 폐허가 되었다는 건 조직이나 해결사 간의 충돌 수준이 아니다. 전쟁에 가까운 규모의 사건이 있었을 테지.
맞아요. 아무리 도시라고 하더라도 흔히 볼 수 있는 풍경은 아닐 거예요. 머리가 이곳에 왔었거든요.
Honglu replies, like it was the most obvious answer to a complicated question.
머리
금기를 어겼군요. 공씨 사람들이.
그 다음엔 청소부분들이 이어서 뒤처리를 했죠. 금기와 관련된 모든 것을 남겨놓지 않기 위해.
The head must really be a terrifying entity. The mere mention of it could cause the sinners to shrink so much. As we were ambling aimlessly with this revelation.
심사까지 올라오신 후보자 여러분, 환영합니다.
A disembodied but sonorous and excited voice broke the silence through the speakers.
공정성에 대한 여러 문의를 적극적으로 수용하여 2차 심사부터는 제가 새롭게 사회자를 맡게 된 점 양해 부탁드리면서
Looks like this Jia Zheng got kicked off the host seat.
야 잠깐. 저기 위에 있는
The announcer is Don Quixote's voice actor as well, huh?
설마 구경꾼이냐?
She can do a pretty crazy amount of voices. What initially appeared to be a dilapidated rooftop was revealed to be where the spectator seats were installed. They were filled to the brim, to the point where I couldn't spot a single empty seat.
의자까지 설치된 것으로 보면 관객이라 보는 것이 맞겠군요.
1차 심사에서 소란이 있긴 했지만 저희가 언제 또 가주 심사를 구경해 보겠습니까? 보기 드문 행사인 만큼 보는 눈도 많으면 좋은 법이죠. 자, 본격적인 시작에 앞서 후보자들이 최선을 다해 대전에 임할 수 있도록 모두 뜨거운 박수와 함성 부탁드립니다.
Yeah. Holy mackerel! What a shit show!
밑에서 쎄 빠지게 고생하는 걸 위에 있는 놈들은 간식이나 까먹으면서 구경하겠다는 거야?
아마 내기판도 열렸을 거예요.
Holy mackerel.
저희에게 거신 분은 거의 없겠지만요.
Yeah.
전부 후회하게 해주지. 이곳 실내인 것은 맞죠? 분명 지하로 내려왔는데 하늘도 푸르고 갑자기 밖으로 나온 것
That is a good question, Ishmael. That's a very good question. Only explained that we're still within the subterranean area of Hongwan, but most of the sinners were having a hard time believing that with the pale blue sky above them.
홍원에 사는 부유한 자들 한정으로 방을 취향에 맞게 인공적으로 꾸미기도 합니다. 이미 대관원에도 그 주인 된 자의 취향대로 방을 꾸민 건물들이 여러 존재하죠.
네, 어르신들을 만나러 가는 길도 이런 느낌으로 꾸며져 있어요. 가는 길은 언제나 화창하고 푸르죠. 바깥보다도 오히려 더욱 바깥 같달까요?
I was gonna say, this is like the prettiest kind of backdrop that I think we've seen in Limbus thus far. Limbus isn't exactly about sunny skies and rainbows, is it? Might remember this. Okay, let me have a look. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I must have seen that an incredibly long time ago. Yeah, that chair. Forgot all about Bina. I realised that what Rodia was looking at was a parasol. It was installed in such a random place that I doubted it was actually there for anyone to sit under.
아, 저건 파라솔이네요.
Oh yeah, there is! Ah! Whoa, the reference. That is such a reference. Wow. Yeah, is that the same building? Hold on. That is the same building, right? Yeah, it's just a slightly different perspective. Huh. Oh, H Corp was featured in Bina's story, was it? I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't remember a lot of things. I don't remember a lot of the details, so it's not really that surprising. Oh, they actually bring it up here.
왜 저기에 고무 파라솔이 남겨져 있냐는 건데.
Holly tilted his head, thinking.
발톱을 이끌고 온 어떤 높으신 분이
A real big shot.
저기에 앉아서 모든 걸 지켜보고 있었거든요. 그러니 4대 가문이 저 파라솔을 구태여 치우지 않은 이유는 길이길이 기억하라는 의미겠죠. 모든 가문에게 보여주기 위한 경고이기도 하고요.
기억이요?
Really goes to show, really kind of goes to show, like what a big deal the Ruiner characters were. Because, man, what's the term? Fuck, I'm so sorry. Terms are so hard. Bina was like a... Oh man, what's the word? It's the thing that sounds like Sephiroth. Sephira. Bina was a Sephira, wasn't she? That shows what a big deal, like, these people are.
허락되지 않은 것을 함부로 넘보지 말라는 것.
She's a Sephira and former, yeah, that's the word, arbiter, former arbiter.
분수에 맞게 살다 분수에 맞게 떠나라는 것.
Yeah, yeah. She was a Sephiroth, right? Yeah, then the librarian at the library, and before that she was the arbiter. What Breen Craving said, she was an arbiter, wasn't she? This is diving deep into the recesses of my memory.
이라고 어르신들이 말씀해 주셨답니다. 이제 들어갈까요?
While we all gaped about like fishing out of water in this unfamiliar environment. Ah, that was it. That was it. Craving. I see. Honglu casually walked ahead of us into the building like he was out on a mundane stroll. And he said you heard it all from the family elders, but you saw everything that happened here, didn't you? All of it. Honglu paused and turned around.
네, 아마도 그렇답니다.
I'm starting to have less and less idea as to what his smile really means. Yeah, okay. And then after ruin her, she married me. Yeah, okay, buddy. Easy uptie and thread spin tears. That doesn't do anything for us. Oh, is this going to be long? This, oh my word, this looks... These fights are going to be rough as well, aren't they? I don't know how these buttons work. This is bad. Do we not have a button to look at our sinners in here? I swear there should be a button to look at our sinners. Am I losing my mind? Have I lost the plot once again? I swear there's meant to be a button to look at our sinners. Oh, we got a new thing. From the perch to the battlefield. Oh, that's from Sinclair. Sinclair's one only rolls for an 8 right now. So yeah, you guys are probably right. This Sinclair is probably not as good as at Uptime 2. It's probably not as good as base Sinclair. Thank you so much, Nick Rogers. I appreciate the follow. It's very, very kind of you. I hope you're having a great day. I never lied to you. I know you would never lie to me, believe. Not even once. Yeah, not except for that. Except for that one time. It's fine. By the time that we do this, because we're gonna do dailies probably, and by the time that we get to use him, he'll probably be up tie 3, and then he'll be golden. He'll be in it to win it. We might not even feel bad using him on up tie 3. I don't know the difference between his up tie 3 and his up tie 4. It probably ups his skills, right? His up tie 4. So his up tie 3, like his skills aren't actually that impressive. We might, like, maybe that's how we'll use him. Maybe we'll use him at up tie 3, and then like we can just like rank him up later after we're done. Because his 1 isn't very impressive at all. His 1 and his 2 aren't really very impressive at all at uptie 1, uptie 3, or uptie 2. Oh, does it get upgraded here? I mean, I guess he gets quite a lot better at uptie 3. Yeah, that makes him quite a lot better. Takes that to 11. Nah, even then it isn't that crazy. Yeah, we could use him at uptie 3. I wouldn't feel bad about using him at uptie 3. Uptie story have spoilers for Canto 8? That's a good question. Does his uptie story have spoilers for Canto 8? That is a question that I'd really like the answer to. No. Okay, then we're probably safe. Thank you. I didn't even think about that, Ribo. kill Belly. We're not killing anyone. Why do we have to kill people? It's too much. Can't just go around killing people. It's not kosher. What's going on up here? Ranking? Coins? Huh? Wait. No gacha. No, I don't. I haven't gached for any characters. I haven't dispensed anything either. I've just taken the 3 characters that we've had along the way. Nick Rogers. This is the first time I've ever played through this. We've somehow made it all the way through to Canto 8. There have been some struggles along the way. It's been a while. Doug Haty was the only one who gave an enthusiastic reply. Yeah, with his conditions fulfilled, I can't maintain his conditions though. I can't get rupture or burn count up for him, so it doesn't actually really matter. He can't really sustain his own burn count or his rupture count, so he can't actually reach those levels. I don't have anyone who would support him. I don't have any kind of support for him whatsoever. We don't have. There is no burn whatsoever. Oh, actually, Ryoshu. If we Ryoshu them with Forest for the Flame, then his conditionals are fulfilled for what, 1 turn. But we don't have any count anywhere of anything. If you double slot him, yeah, but that's so cheap. Also, we desperately need our backup for any real fights now. Because with red coins, we just eventually get kind of worn down by things and unclashables. We can't really survive with no backup. All of the Canto 7 bosses, we would have been absolutely done without backup. Like, imagine Dulcinea for me with no backup. Actually, literally impossible. Never would have made it. Okay, he's so excited, bless her. Oh god, the mention of money has got Rodian hot and bothered. We don't really let people finish. That's not really our kind of thing. That's not really the sinners sort of thing, is it? They're not really their bag. Jumping in halfway through, that's kind of the sinners thing. Right. She's a sweetheart. Blood drained from Don Quixote's face as she hastily tried to return the bundle of coins for Hong Lu, but Heathcliff casually snatched it out of her hands.
동전처럼 생겼지만 돈은 아니구만. 이게 왜 목숨값인데?
Yeah, anytime she goes before Sinclair, you can ego. Yeah, absolutely. That's the only synergy we have, I think. Technically, Gregor can do it, but he has to roll lucky with Suddenly One Day. Suddenly One Day has to, like, win the lottery to hit a rupture or a burn. If he acts, like, directly after or before it gets to take a turn, before its turn ends, then Sinclair can, like, benefit from the burn of a Forest for the Flames, which is like the tiniest little bit of synergy. I like little tiny bits of synergy. We don't have many.
밧줄에 엮은 다음 허리춤에 걸고 있어야 합니다.
I find base Sinclair to be really boring, so having another Sinclair is kind of exciting.
안 보이는 곳에 넣어 다니거나 삭혀버리거나 일부만 뜯어내서 가지고 다닌다거나 다른 사람의 눈에 보일 수 있도록 허리춤에 걸어두지 않으면 모두 실격입니다.
실격이라는 건
야, 빨리 가져가서 안 먹고 뭐해?
히스클리프 씨가 뺏어간 거 아니었나요?
모든 후보자는 각각 3개의 동전을 지급받죠. 그 동전을 모두
Use
잃어버리거나
all your
빼앗긴
coins to be immediately
후보자는
eliminated. That's fine.
이스마일군은 절망 매듭이었던가? 그걸로 절대 안 풀리게 묶어주시게.
안 그래도 하고 있어요.
I know people always do it for you, Marshmallow.
아, 그렇게 조급해하지 않으셔도 될 텐데요.
이번 2차 가주 심사의 제한 시간은 총 2시간. 순위는 각 후보자가 보유하고 있는 동전 개수로 정해집니다.
아, 이걸 이렇게 걸면 되는 거네요.
함부로 만지지
It's
말고
interesting
조심히
that this is only presumably halfway through the CANTO, this dungeon. So that means there's so much more that happens after this.
어지간해선 안 떨어질 거니까 걱정 마요. 깊은 칼질만 아니면 끊기도 어려우니까.
3 coins now hung from Honglu's waist, threaded by a rope. And with that,
그럼 2차 가주 심사를 시작하겠습니다.
the second round begins. The 2-hour time limit begins to count down. Honglu deals plus 0.5% damage for every coin. Right. So, unfortunately, plus 1.5% of essentially nothing is not that much more. Temporary alliance. I wonder who that would be with. Could it be with Jichin?
이제부터 마주칠
Possibly.
후보자들에게 동전을 뺏기지 않는 것도 중요하지만
Yeah, we finally have tournament art.
그 말을
It's cool that they made this into a dungeon. It makes sense.
동전을 뺏어야만 한다는 걸로도 받아들여지네요.
그래.
But this isn't even like the zenith of the
최대한 많은
CANTO.
후보자에게 동전을 강탈하는 것이 중요하겠군.
네, 동전을 많이 보유한 순서대로.
Which means the story does not end with the hierarch being decided, I imagine.
1차 가주 심사의 주제는 오래전부터 공공연하게 알려져 있었습니다. 불로불사의 단서를 찾아오는 것. 하지만 이번 2차 심사는 무력전이 진행되리라는 것 이외에는 어떠한 정보도 알려진 바 없었죠. 숨겨진 규칙이나 사회자가
I'm
공지하지 않은
hyped.
규칙이 있다고 해도 모두가 공평하게 이를 모르는
It's a shame we won't get to play
가능성이 높습니다.
through this today. I'm very excited to play through this tomorrow.
평소와 같은 즉흥적이고 무분별한 난전을 이어간다면 중간은 갈 수 있을 것으로 예측할 수 있겠군요.
어머, 왜 그렇게 말해, 파오? 우리는 목표를
Can't believe Honglu scales off money. I always thought it would have been Ryoshi.
그래도 아직은 아무 습격도 없는 것 같네요.
I know we're going to get stonewalled by a boss in this CANTO. I can feel it. Like, we're going to get absolutely demolished by a boss. Sinclair gingerly scouts the surrounding area, anxious that another candidate might suddenly jump out of nowhere and snatch all of Honglu's coins away.
아직도 적의 활동은 전혀 포착되지 않는군. 아직도.
Probably more than one, to be honest. Otis muttered something similar as she marched forward, on high alert and standing protectively next to Honglu's bundle of coins.
다행이라고 할 수 있을런지 모르겠지만 건물이 워낙 크다 보니 다른 후보자들을 바로 마주치진 않을 것 같네.
여기저기 많이도 달려있군. 엿보는 기계.
카메라를 향해 위협적인 포즈를 보이는 분들도 심심찮게 보이는
Ryoshi, since our run-in with Mr. Thumb, like Ryoshi's been talking a lot more, and she isn't using abbreviations. She hasn't used an abbreviation since.
저거 방금 받는 규칙 같은데?
아, 이 복도를 따라가면 길이 이어졌던 것 같아요.
Despite everything, Honglu still remains calm.
홍씨, 여기 와본 적 있는 거죠, 역시?
Like, she's on high alert. She's not fucking around all of a sudden.
네. 하지만 다른 후보자분들은 아닐 거예요. 아니, 지우 형님이라면 왔을 수도요. 그리고 이곳에 걸음을 했던 적이 있는 분들은 이미
Honglu stopped.
그래도 길을 잃을 염려는 없으니 다행이네요.
방금 너무 노골적으로 말을 삼키지 않았어?
그런데 나 아무리 봐도 좀 이상한데. 우리가 갔던 대관원 거기는 어마어마하게 넓었잖아.
Hi, Tasted Fate! How's it going? Thank you for sharing your peep. There are many peep lovers come through here.
살던 방에 도착할 정도로.
사슴인지 뭔지도 뛰놀았다 그러고 호수 같은 것도 보였죠.
그런 공간들을 냅두고 왜 이런 섬뜩한 곳에서 가주대전을 벌이는 건데?
그것도 모르나. 예술품은 걸맞은 곳에 전시되긴 마련이다.
Thank you for following Tasted Fate. That's very kind of you.
왜 굳이 번거롭게 이런 장소에
May peep
불러서
push us both forwards.
마치 우리한테 감상시켜 주려는 것 같잖아.
And maybe we be showered into roses.
어떤 걸?
대관원에 대한 자부심과 영광을
Ah,
그리고
so it's not Shishin,
공가에 대한 본보기를
I guess.
그래야지 장차 가주가 될 자에게는 물론
Now, who's this fine chap?
널리 알릴 수 있으니까.
Tasted Fate, thank you. That's really nice of you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. 2 months. It's really nice of you. Thank you. Maybe have a great day.
우리를 습격하려는 불청객에게
It means a lot.
불리한 것은
Yeah, it helps me out a lot.
아니었는데.
Thank you so much. Cyndatal immediately took a defensive stance at the sudden appearance of a different candidate. But, I mean, there are quite a lot of candidates.
나는 너희와 싸우기 위해 온 게 아니거든. 1차 대전에서 너희를 봤지. 신기한 기술로 치료를 하던데. 그걸로 1차 대전도 통과한 걸 테고.
홍루 씨, 누군지 알겠어요?
아니요. 하지만 왕씨 가문분이신 것 같네요. 이야기를 나눠본 적은.
So what you're saying is Honglu, he's a no-name. He's an absolute no-name.
왕자우.
Wang Xiao.
만도 하지.
I'm not surprised that you don't. Whoa! Have we found a candidate who isn't overbearingly arrogant? Not surprised that you don't know who I am.
마주칠 일이
What?
나는 골방에 틀어박혀 책이나
Is Wang Xiao cool, guys?
이란 소일거리였으니까.
If he's not here to fight, is he here to make an alliance? He's so relatable.
경험을 통해 말하는 건데 우리는 동료 같은 건 안 만들 거야.
Might as well call you Ellie Wang.
이쪽도 같은 편이 되자는 건 아니야. 단지 서로 원하는 바가
I think he's ready.
충분하지 않을 것 같으니.
I mean, of the hierarch candidates we have seen thus far, he's definitely in the I would kind of maybe sit down and have tea with kind of character, as opposed to the I would get the fuck out of Dodge and hope that they never see me ever again in my entire life kind of area. Yeah, he's chilling. He's chill. Ah, this is why. The goal is. So what is your goal?
호 같은 존재가 되고 싶은 거거든. 차까지는 너무 거창하고.
Ah, so this is basically chess, right? Self-awareness is a powerful thing.
가령 이런 식으로 예를 들어볼까?
May as well definitely snatch the coin out of the air with one hand.
나이스 캐치네, 메르.
Nice catch, you man! This is.
이거 진짜 동전이에요? 그 목숨값이라던. 뭐 깨물어 보기라도 하던가.
This guy is chill. Yeah, Rouge is like, nice catch, you man!
금과 같은 연질 금속이 아닌 이상. 그런
It makes me sad to think that, like, all of Rage's enthusiasm is a front for her crushing despair. I hope we get to find out a bit more about Radiant. I hope they touch back on her later on.
줘도 되는 건가요? 글쎄, 그건 이제 사회자가 곧 말해주겠지.
His voice buzzed from the speakers not long after Wang Zhao's reply.
동전을 자유로 넘긴 후보자가 나왔군요. 그렇습니다. 후보자들은 서로 동전을 약탈하지 않고 교환하는 것이 가능합니다. 이는 포섭의 대가로 쓸 수도 있고 여러 전략적인 작전을 위해 활용할 수도 있을 테죠.
화폐라는 상징을 채택한 이후로는 합당하군.
The host doesn't immediately catch on to what's going on, huh? It took her a moment to react to what Ryoshi was doing in front of that camera, too. Oh, Dante, that's very observative. Well, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it took them a while to, like,
정확한
comment.
통찰이십니다, 관리자님. 후보자의 행동에 따라 규칙을 추가로 설명해 주는 것처럼 보이는군요.
I don't need to glaze Dante. His glazing squad is right here.
관객들에게 행동에 대해 해설하기 위한
May as well beat the opposition.
역시 이럴 줄 알았어. 반드시 빼앗을 이유는 없었던 거야.
Wang Zhao muttered with some satisfaction once the speakers fell silent again.
이거 그럼 다시 돌려줘야 하나요?
그럴 필요 없어. 정보를 얻는데 도움을 준 값이라고 생각해.
주니까 받긴 하는데 이렇게
Thanks, see ya.
목표가 1등이라면 동전.
Yeah, he's not trying to win. He's just trying to get through.
아까 말했다시피 나는 포식자보다는
His superpower is self-awareness. It's a good superpower.
피식자는 말이야. 주의를 잘.
Good survival superpower.
그렇게 하다 보면 제일 동전을 많이 모아야 할 사람이 누구인지 알 수 있거든.
It is crazy how many characters in this setting do not have self-awareness.
그게 나의 전략이야.
오, 그게 우리라는 거야? 동전을 제일 많이 모아야 할 사람이?
Speaking of,
줄곧 눈총만 받다가 이런 칭찬을 받으니까 기분이
case in point.
입에 발린 말이다. 저런 고리타.
There we go.
어딜 가나 있는 법이니.
그래도 시작하자마자 4개나 모았어. 이쯤이면 꽤 순조로운 출발 아니?
이러다가
When you're an NPC in a world filled with main characters, absolutely, yep. Becoming aware of that is very important to your survival.
그래서 어때? 초반에는 정보의 격차가 승부를 가릴 수 있어. 나는 너희의 행동을 통해 탐색을 하고 너희는 정보를 얻는.
He seems like he's being genuine. Like, we've been lied to a lot over the course of our journey through the many cantos. But, like, this guy seems like he's actually being genuine. He's like, yeah, like, I can't win. I don't want to win. Maybe I'm reading it wrong.
적당히 서로 얻을 것만 얻다가 적절한 시기에 헤어지는 거야.
어떻게 하죠? 배신하고 저희 동전을.
I just want to get through it.
그렇게 민첩해 보이진 않네.
He's just looking to earn an amount of respect to raise his station further than he already is. Like, he's being realistic. Sinclair asks, giving Wang Zhao a side eye.
무작정 동맹을 맺자는 것도 아니고 잠깐 서로 이득을 취하고 갈 길 가는 건 나쁘지 않은 것 같아.
Maybe he'll double cross us. It wouldn't be the first time.
어떻게 하시겠습니까, 관리자님? 계략을 꾸미는 것처럼 보이지는 않습니다만 수적 우세를 앞세워 동전을 더 요구하는 방법도 있을 겁니다.
Wait, she literally just told him that, told us that he's a what? Sorry? Let me just check my log one moment. You literally just told us that he was a boring old wheedling schemer. And now you're saying it does not seem like he has any ulterior motives. Excuse ye.
이미 동전 한 개의 이익을 확보하였으니 동행이 부담스럽다면 이대로 지나치는 것이.
Yes, that's like mathematically I've added together the coins that we previously had and the one that we have additionally gained, and I have found that 3 plus 1 is 4. We now have 4 coins. Executive manager. Thanks, Meso. This argument all sounded pretty reasonable, so I tried to signal Hong Li, the actual candidate of the family hierarchy war. But any thoughts on this, Hong Li?
어느 쪽이어도 괜찮아 보이는걸요?
Yeah, thanks, Meso. His reply is terse, cheery, and thoughtless. Just as ever. It seems to me that he's still unwilling to make a single choice. Let's accept his offer, Otis. Please keep an eye out for any signs of betrayal.
맡겨만 주십시오, 관리자님.
잘 부탁드려요, 왕자오 씨.
그래, 잘 부탁한다, 가보. 여전히 대관원의 모든 예쁨은 한 몸.
Still a favorite child. So there's definitely still some resentment there.
저 가보기 인사드립니다.
The pressure that Hong Li must have felt on him.
그래, 보기가 왔구나.
The resentment for everyone around him as well. Like, it's no wonder that he's so fucked up.
오랜만이구나, 보가.
보가, 착한 아이답게 대답을 해야 하지 않겠니?
네. 역시 언제 봐도 어여쁘게 빛나고 있네요.
It's so sad to see him act as a child, because it's one thing for him to be fucked up as an adult, but he was already messed up when he was a kid. Like, just basically smiling and waving at everything. Perfect politeness, the perfect gentleman. No matter how bad or sad the things that are happening to him.
아, 제가 그 가보기야?
뭐야, 난 엄청 대단한 애인 줄 알았는데 실제로 보니까 별거 없어 보이는데?
아, 나 엄마한테 제 얘기 들었어. 조용히 해. 함부로 말 걸지 마렴. 나 방금 눈 마주친 것 같아.
그런데 제가 왜 그렇게 예쁨을 받는 거야?
몰라. 속에 금이라도 발라뒀나 보지.
Man.
좋겠다. 나도 태어나자마자 저렇게 예쁨이나 받고 싶다.
그런데 쟤 표정 왜 저래? 저 아이는 죽을 때까지 근심 하나 없이 평탄히 살겠네요.
그러게요. 부럽긴 하지만 글쎄요. 저 애는 왜 얼굴에 미소 하나 없는지.
God. That's an example of how a passing comment in life can haunt someone. Just a flippant comment can haunt someone for decades, for their entire lives, when they're vulnerable. Which is why we have to be careful with our words.
황금가지가 수복되어 가면서 단테가 심상을 들여다볼 수 있는 능력도 조금씩 확장되어 가는 것 같군요.
Is it? I'm not so sure myself. Yeah, Reptile, that's right. I have Pathfinder. I have Pathfinder in 10 minutes actually, so I'm really cutting things a little close here.
어쩌면 나중에는 이런 능력들을 자각해서 원하는 형태로 조절할 수 있게 될지도 모르죠.
It's always dangerous entering even a story chapter in Limbus. You have no idea how long it's going to last. But I don't want to rush through it. If Wang Xiao had also made it into the Dungeon of the Fathoms alongside the rest of us, he must have seen Hong Li's past as well.
다들 뭘 그렇게 멍하니 서 있어? 여기서 계속 죽치고 있을 생각은 아니지?
But it seemed that the vision was for our eyes only. Unlike the Honglu we know, the younger version of him did not have even a trace of that familiar smile. His eyes were fixed to the ground in silence, and that was all he did. I knew I could get away with a couple of stages here because, like, I figured they'd just be story, but those were very long story stages. We were in these for like about an hour. Those 2 story stages took about an hour. Right, I gotta shoot, guys. I'm sorry. It is my short stream today. It's our half stream today because of Pathfinder night at like every Tuesday. But I'll be back tomorrow with a full length stream, a full 12-hour pluser, as per usual. It will be mostly Limbus tomorrow. It's going to be... We've got Etheria patch. I don't know what's going on in that. So I will look at what the Etheria patch is. And then after that, it should all be Limbus.